We are back with Harsetti. This is going to be going over a couple of auto teams for getting top 5% or top 10%, depending on units owned, gear, if you feel like regearing, that sort of thing. I'm going to go over the unit choices, and then I'll talk about what the team does once we actually get into the run, because it's just a quick auto. So, Resident Hero, it's going to be Ruiza, Nahkwol, Shuri, or Ian. If you have Ruiza, then, well, if whoever you have, just use them. Ideally, they would be in the front. These are all Rangers, and you need a Ranger hero in the front. Or you don't really need it, but it helps a lot. So you can just put them in the front. For me, I have a secondary stripper, which is Politis, who is also a Ranger, so I have her in the front instead. Secondary stripper can be a lot of units. You could run Ruiza plus Nahkwol together, and that would work. You could also, there's like Zealot, Carmainerose, there's a ton of strippers, literally anybody. And then we need an Earth hero as well for all of the bonuses, which is just Roana. A bit of overkill on the healing, but it doesn't really matter, we're not looking for a high score. And then we have Fenne as our DPS. If you don't have Fenne, any high damage S3 unit works fine here. So let's go over their stats. Fenne, full damage, pretty much. I did give her a little bit of speed, because having a bit of speed is nice for tuning purposes. I don't know what the proper balance between her HP and attack is, to be honest, so I just gave her a bit of both. Then we gave her a bunch of crit damage, with Cruel Mischief as the artifact. She benefits from the 30% HP bonus, though her S2 passive giving her extra speed is not the greatest thing, but not really a huge deal. Roana Stats, 100% crit chance, which I don't think actually factors into my run. You could probably drop the crit chance and it wouldn't really matter that much. Just give her a bunch of bulk and I have her pretty slow with Queen's Whistle to give extra attack to people. Now for Ruiza, I have her at about 247 speed. I also gave her 100% crit chance. Your front unit, if she's in your front, you don't need to give her crit chance. And then her bulk doesn't really matter because we have a billion healing. The important thing is effectiveness. You actually need 100 effectiveness on both of your strippers, so make sure you have at least 100. And then I gave her an attack boosting artifact as well. She has no AoE, so you don't have to worry about CR push RNG, even if you are not plus 30. And then Politis, I just made her fast, 100 effectiveness. You actually don't need the crit chance because I have her in the front. Completely forgot about that, and I don't feel like regearing her. And then I gave her Warhorn for the attack boost. This is the first team that we'll be taking a look at, and let's get into it. So I have Ruiza skills on, and Fenne skills on, Roana, Politis skills off. Pretty simple fight, because we're autoing. Every time Harsetti comes around, the auto never really uses the mechanic, but we still do pretty good damage anyways. You're literally just trying to tune it so that when she uses her S2 and she gets the Sovereign's mana, she resets all your skill cooldowns. The only thing you kind of want to look out for is you want Fenne to not blow her S3 before you strip the Sovereign's mana. Besides that, it doesn't really matter. So that's pretty much it. That's the only thing I really tune for. Everything else doesn't really matter. With Fenne having all of her speed boosts from her S2 passive, you can't really make very good use of the target weakness on auto anyways. Sovereign's mana, Ruiza S3 strips 1. Politis S3 strips, or Politis S1 strips the other. And we only really get one stack here, it is what it is. We still do almost 10 million damage with that S3, and we're just going to finish out the break phase. Looking at phase 2, this phase 2 is why I made Fenne a little bit faster. Keep in mind, any bit of speed that you get her becomes pretty significant due to her S2 passive, so 4 speed was the difference between Harsetti cutting her and her cutting Harsetti here. And also because this is pretty far in the fight, so she's taken a lot of turns at this point, so the speed really adds up. Making Roana faster probably would have given me slightly more damage too, so I get like 1 extra hit in, but whatever. So a quick second team, we have Nahkwol as the other resident hero in case you don't have Ruiza and you have a Nahkwol lying around, plus Zealot Carmainerose, and we'll still be using Roana and Fenne. Let's go over everybody's gear again. Fenne, I just have her like this, full damage with Cruel Mischief. Roana, I don't think the crit chance really did much, but pretty much just tank is the important thing, and I have her pretty slow with Queen's Whistle for the attack boost. Carmainerose, so she has a strip on her S3, and Harsetti will reset out her skills. Got her at 205 speed, 100 crit chance, and again you need 100% effectiveness as well as Warhorn. The Warhorn's relevant here because of the CR push. Even with the Stigma, it ends up mattering a decent bit. And then Nahkwol, I got her 250-ish speed, 100 effectiveness, and you don't need crit chance because she is in the front as the ranger, and I gave her an attack boosting artifact. Pretty much same as the previous team. The important thing is just if you want to tune Fenne so that she doesn't blow her S3 before the Sovereign's mana gets dispelled. Besides that, pretty straightforward. You just go ahead and hit the boss. So you will do less damage than Ruiza because of the lower Resident Hero level.
이건 어떤가? 자네의 마지막 모습은 내 오래도록 간직하지. 억울한 말들.
한번 믿으세요.
우스운 장난이구나. 나를 만났다는가. 자네의 끝을 응원하지. 이건 어떤가?
순순히 내 말을 들으면 좋았잖아. 부숴버리겠어. 사랑해요. 함께해요. 영원히.
자네의 업보이. 이제는 후회가 아니라 참회를 할 시간이지. 쓸모를 다했으니 이제 잠들어도 좋아. 억울한 말들.
단단히 휘감아드릴게요. 지금이라도 빌어봐. 용선 없겠지만. 아파요.
이건 어떤가?
아플 거예요. 안아줘요. 숨 난 도망 못 가.
자네의 마지막 모습은 내 오래도록 간직하지. 자네의 업보일 수.
어서 주세요. 저리 갈 정도의 사랑을.
슬슬 사라져주겠니? 나를 만났다는 건 자네의 끝을 의미하지. 억울해 말게.
순순히 내 말을 들으면 좋았잖아. 사랑해요. 함께해요. 영원히. 날 벗어날 수 없어. 자,
이건 어떤가? 이제는 후회가 아니라 참회를 할 시간이지. 재미있구나. 그 덧없는 빨간
여기까지 봐요.